So yeah, I've decided to start documenting my journey. I run SAW agency. What SAW does is we create proprietary digital solutions for our clients based on the problems that they have. And they can include things like a website, web apps, and even like back-end systems that are custom made. So SAW really started out as a one-man freelancer who did web design, and then it moved on to web development where I learned Webflow to build out the websites, and slowly I learned front-end development as well, so I could integrate some code into my custom Webflow websites. And from there, the demand for back-end systems came. So people wanted something more functional. So it evolved to what SAW is today. And yeah, we are fully remote, so I have a team that's all across Asia. And the reason that I wanted to start documenting my journey is not because of marketing for SAW or anything of that nature, but obviously if we get clients from these videos eventually, that would be amazing. But what I really wanted was a way to document my journey. What was stopping me before is honestly my superpower of over planning and making myself feel overwhelmed before I even do something. I'm so good at that. If I could make a living off of that, I'd probably be really wealthy right now. But I think the biggest reason that I didn't jump into long form content previously is my huge concern that what am I gonna record? Like, what am I gonna show? Because I run a remote agency. Most of the time, I enjoy working at home on my desktop because I've set it up in a way that it suits my needs whenever I'm creating work. Sure, from time to time, I might travel to different countries to work in different environments. My biggest concern was just showing my work, showing what I did on a day-to-day, and that I wouldn't have enough cinematic content or aesthetic views of my background and things like that. I'm still concerned about that, but I think I just want to get started. What's the worst case that could happen? Absolutely nothing. Ultimately, I have to focus more on sharing the things that I do, on showing my work, showing my stuff, rather than focusing on the visuals, like the aesthetics and things like that. I believe that as time goes, I will get better at identifying nicer angles or setting up my environment in a nicer way, and I might find different opportunities for more cinematic shots. But without just getting started and getting that experience, I don't think I'll be able to get there. So yeah, I'm just gonna get started. Let's go. So I'm done with my morning rituals. I think I'll go a little bit more in depth another time on why these are my morning rituals or morning routine, whatever you want to call it. It works for me, and I've been doing them for like almost a year now, I would say. So right now it's approximately 10 a.m. and I usually catch up with the team around 12:30, 1 p.m, 2 p.m. because of the time zone differences. So in the meantime, I get to work on my own things. The most difficult thing that I feel that is about running a remote agency is managing different time zones, different holidays. We are in different countries, we have different holidays, and managing different cultures as well. And I think that's something that not a lot of people really talk about. So that's something that I'm still working on. I'm still trying to figure out what's the best way for everyone to be in sync, right? And where we all think for each other as well. We have to be aware that at the end of the day, we are a team, right? And we have a common goal. So yeah, I feel that building a system will help, and that system is something that I'm still working on at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up on some work before 12:30 p.m. The spacing and the layouts, right? So for example, if you see here, because this is a Z shape, you probably have to adjust. Okay, so we'll get the information from the client. Yeah, ini site map dia sudah confirm, semua okay. Kalau mau pakai iPad, pakai mobile, UI-nya bagaimana? Harus ganti kan? Boleh kasih yang sketch, boleh kasih lihat saja. Alright, thank you. Bye. So I just done some market research for a client. So I am now going to record videos, like Loom videos, to go through the research that I found, like some kind of a presentation. So I don't like just sending a chunk of text in Google Doc, or I think no one would read that. So sometimes what SAW does is also to provide consultancy or advisory services, and we get a lot of demand from clients who are trying to get into the Singapore market or get into the Indian market, because my business partner is based in India and I'm based in Singapore, right? So in a way, we have a lot of insight into the market, into the culture and the behavior of the people here, their mindset as well. The thing that really makes our clients come back to us for more advisory services is our effort in terms of doing the research. So we give them numbers, we show them certain things. Sometimes we even speak to people in our network, whether it's our friends, our neighbors, our family, or it could just be people that we find on social media, and we just ask them a couple of questions, just have a conversation from there. So we give them some data. It's not like really in-depth, but it gives them something to think about, which is really valuable for them. And yeah, we put in the effort for that. And in addition to that, we create slides that summarize all of these pointers, and then we explain further by giving more context, by telling stories in our Loom videos. So yeah, I think that is like one of the differentiators that I'm really proud of. And once I'm done recording the videos, it will probably take me a couple of hours, and it's getting pretty late. It's already almost 3 p.m. right now. And I've had the calls and the meetings with everyone. I've done the market research. So I just want to record the videos. And then after that, I'm going to get my workout in, and then to meet someone for dinner after that. So yeah, back to work. Okay. I thought my hand's small compared to the bowl. My hand big. So yeah, I just came back from dinner. That was a really nice dinner that I had, and I'm going to get started on this book. Right, it's called Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell. So this book was actually gifted to me by one of my closest friends, Noel, and To me, he is someone that I aspire to be in terms of like his social life, the way he interacts with people, the way he shows his love and care for everyone in his life. Yeah, one of the things that I talked to him about was actually this, right? Talking to strangers, like starting a conversation, because I realized that I'm really afraid. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to reaching out to people, talking to them. I'm always worried about whether I would say the wrong things, whether I would mess it up, whether I would actually embarrass myself, you know, or if I would upset someone. Because I can remember queuing up for lunch or things like that. Like I was just queuing up and I would rehearse my order in my head again and again and again because I was so afraid that I would say something wrong, you know, which is kind of weird, but it is a fear that I just don't know where it comes from. I don't really know what to do about it. And that problem has only amplified once I started running my agency, I started my business, even as a freelancer. The thought of networking, the thought of just reaching out to people, just starting a conversation, it just gives me a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. Like a million things could go wrong. Yeah, it only becomes worse when I'm doing outreach, like when I have to do sales, right? Yeah, I plan to finish this book by the end of this year. Honestly, I've been procrastinating. Noel gave this book to me, I think, in October, like in late October or something like that. And I haven't even read, like not even this page. So yeah, I gave myself a deadline, which is by the end of this year, I have to complete this book. I have to summarize it in my own way, you know, kind of filter through it through my own lens, and I have to apply it, whether it's through speaking to people on social media, whether it's restarting an old conversation, whether with a past client or, you know, with whoever. I think it doesn't really matter. I will also probably do a video where I summarize this book and share a bit more about my experiences applying the lessons from the book. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can keep a lookout for that. Right, so yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.